जगे पुरुषार्थी, वैज्ञानिकता विनय सभ्यता स्वभाव हो निस्वार्थी, स्वभाव हो निस्वार्थी। देशभक्ति में तेजस्वी हो फिर समाज यह सारा, गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता
शिवाजी बुद्ध गगन के तारे,
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
महावीर गोविंद शिवाजी बुद्ध गगन के तारे, परंपरा की पुण्य चेतना उर में हम सब धारे, उर में हम सब धारे। बाल हृदय में उसे जगाकर जगे देश यह सारा, गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
दुर्बलता को राष्ट्र समर्थ बनाओ,
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
त्यागो सारी दुर्बलता को राष्ट्र समर्थ बनाओ, बंधु भाव समता ममता से सबको गले लगाओ, सबको गले लगाओ। चलो विवेकानंद मार्ग पर शुभ संदेश हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा। ईश्वर भक्ति भाव से बहती संस्कारों की धारा, भारत माँ की सेवा में गीता परिवार हमारा, 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 गीता परिवार हमारा।
श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज निज मन मुकुरु सुधारी, बरनउँ रघुवर विमल जसु जो दायकु फलचारी। बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरो पवन कुमार, बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेस विकार। जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर, जय कपीसति लोक उजागर। रामदूता तुलित बल धामा, अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा। महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी, कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी। कंचन वरन विराज सुवेसा, कानन कुंडल कुंचित केसा। हाथ वज्र और ध्वजा विराजे, कांधे मूज जनेऊ साजे। शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन, तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन। विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर, राम काज करिबे को आतुर। प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबे को रसिया, राम लखन सीता मन बसिया। सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा, विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा। भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे, रामचंद्र के काज सवारे। लाय सजीवन लखन जियाए, श्री रघुवीर हरषि उर लाए। रघुपति कीनी बहुत बड़ाई, तुम मम प्रिय भरतहि सम भाई। सहस वदन तुमरो जस गावे, अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावे। सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा, नारद सारद सहित अहिसा। जम कुबेर दिक्पाल जहाते, कवि कोविद कहि सकै कहाते। तुम उपकार सुग्रीवहि कीन्हा, राम मिलाय राजपद दीन्हा। तुम्हरो मंत्र विभीषण माना, लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना। जुग सहस्र जो जन पर भानु, लील्यो ताहि मधुर फल जानू। प्रभु मुद्रिका मेलि मुख माहि, जलधि लांघि गए अचरज नाही। दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते, सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हरे तेते। राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे, होत न आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे। सब सुख लहे तुम्हारी सरना, तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना। आपन तेज संभारो आपे, तीनों लोक हांकते कांपे। भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे, महावीर जब नाम सुनावे। नासै रोग हरे सब पीरा, जपत निरंतर हनुमत वीरा। संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावे, मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे। सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा, तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा। और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे, सोई अमित जीवन फल पावे। चारों जुग परताप तुम्हारा है, प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा। साधु संत के तुम रखवारे, असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे। अष्ट सिद्धि नौ निधि के दाता, सवर दीन जानकी माता। राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा, सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा। तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावे, जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे। अंत काल रघुवर पुर जाई, जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई। और देवता चित्तन धरई, हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई। संकट कटे मिटे सब पीरा, जो सुमिरे हनुमत बलबीरा। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई। जो सत बार पाठ कर कोई, छूट ही बंदी महा सुख होई। जो यह पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा, होय सिद्धि साखी गौरी सा। तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा, कीजय नाथ हृदय महडेरा। कीजय नाथ हृदय महडेरा। पवन तनय संकट हरण, मंगल मूर्ति रूप। राम लखन सीता सहित, हृदय बसहु सुर भूप। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। उमापति महादेव की जय।
सच्चिदानन्दं वासुदेवं व्रजप्रियं धर्मसंस्थापकं वीरं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम् ईश्वर भक्ति भाव से बहती संस्कारों की धारा, भारत माँ की सेवा में गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा। ईश्वर भक्ति भाव से बहती संस्कारों की धारा, भारत माँ की सेवा में गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा। संस्कृति का वैभव जग में सबसे न्यारा,
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
भारतीय संस्कृति का वैभव जग में सबसे न्यारा, ज्ञान और विज्ञान यहीं से सबने पाया सारा, सबने पाया सारा। कुछ भूलों से हारा फिर से जीते देश हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
त्यागशील सेवा व्रतधारी युवा जगे पुरुषार्थी,
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
त्यागशील सेवा व्रतधारी युवा जगे पुरुषार्थी, वैज्ञानिकता विनय सभ्यता स्वभाव हो निस्वार्थी, स्वभाव हो निस्वार्थी। देशभक्ति में तेजस्वी हो फिर समाज यह सारा, गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
शिवाजी बुद्ध गगन के तारे,
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
महावीर गोविंद शिवाजी बुद्ध गगन के तारे, परंपरा की पुण्य चेतना उर में हम सब धारे, उर में हम सब धारे। बाल हृदय में उसे जगाकर जगे देश यह सारा, गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा।
Jai Shri Krishna, everyone. A very, very, very warm welcome to all of you on this delightful evening. It is the blessing of our Param
यदि
Puja.
हैंड्स फ्री है तो निकाल दीजिए, आवाज नहीं। यदि हैंड्स फ्री है तो निकाल दीजिए, आवाज नहीं आ रही।
Jai Shri Krishna.
Meenakshi ji?
Jai Shri Krishna, everyone. Am I audible, Didi?
Yeah,
Okay.
now you are.
Okay. Let's start again. Jai Shri Krishna, everyone. A very, very, very warm welcome to all of you on this delightful evening. It is the blessing of our Param Pujya Swami Govind Dev Giriji Maharaj that we have been chosen by Bhagwan himself to read Geeta, teach Geeta, and live Geeta. This week, we have entered a new month of Jyeshtha, and all you sadhaks of level 3 have started off with a new chapter, the 5th Adhyay, Karma Sannyas Yoga. Like this month, this chapter is also very, very intriguing. But then, since we have such learned yogis with us, why should we worry? Bhagwan has talked about Karma Yoga and then Gyan Karma Sannyas Yoga in previous chapters. And that is why it becomes so confusing when we come to the 5th Adhyay. But then, as I said, Hamare Saath Shri Raghunath, to kis baat ki chinta? If we have such learned people by the blessings of our Param Pujya Guruji, then why should we worry about understanding this chapter? However, first things first, like always, let's bring all our energy together and attention right here, right now, to invoke the Paramatma within us. For the opening prayer, I am going to invite Savita Didi. Savita Didi is from Pune and joined Geeta Parivar in October of 2022. She is currently serving as a tech star and trainer of level 1. Welcome, Didi.
जय श्री कृष्ण। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं। जय श्री कृष्ण।
Thank you so much, Deepti. What a melodious voice indeed. When a light is lit, it attracts attention. And when a divine jyot is lit, all our divine energies come together to defeat the darkness within and out. For lighting of the jyot, I call forward Sonalika Roy ji. She is a PhD in biotechnology and is working at IIT Kharagpur. She joined Geeta Parivar in October of 2021 and currently offering her seva to Geeta Parivar as a trainer of L1, L2 and L3. Didi?
निषिद्धैरप्येभिर्लुलितमकरन्दो मधुकरैः करैरिन्दोरन्तश्छुरित इव सम्भिन्नमुकुलः विधत्तां सिद्धिन्नो नयनसुभगामस्य सदसः प्रकीर्णः पुष्पाणां हरिचरणयोरञ्जलिरयम् शरदिन्दुनिभां शुभ्रां शुभ्रवस्त्रैरलङ्कृतां कलहंसकृतावासां वरदां शारदां नुमः वरदां शारदा नुमः।
So beautiful. In this well-lit ambience, we are now all set to welcome our very own Geeta Praveena, Geeta Prati Rupal Didi. Rupal Didi is one of our youngest member of Geeta Parivar. In fact, she grew up with Geeta Parivar. She is an amazing and rare combination of sharp mind with a kind heart. She is currently pursuing her course of Advait Vedanta from Chinmaya Vishwa Vidyapeeth at Kerala. She is our program coordinator and leads our academic literature team. In fact, all the PDFs that we get, which makes our learning so simple, is all thanks to Rupal Didi. I can actually go on and on about her and her achievements and her accomplishments. She has won prizes at Guruvayur and at Varanasi. But then I know all of us are eagerly waiting for her to come forward and explain this extremely, extremely intriguing and beautiful chapter, the Karma Sannyas Yoga. Didi, Rupal Didi, please come forward and take over the stage.
सदा शिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां. Jai Shri Krishna, everyone. With Lord's blessings, so many saints' grace on us, and our Purvajanma Punya Karmas, we have got this chance to learn Geeta, to spread this knowledge of Geeta and walk on this golden path, walk on this Geeta path. Slowly, slowly, we are going further. After completing level 1, level 2, now we are in level 3. And today we will be seeing the 5th chapter. 5th chapter is Karma Sannyasa Yoga. Actually, what happens? In 2nd chapter, Lord was explaining Jnana Yoga. Then in third chapter, he started explaining Karma Yoga. Then again in 4th chapter, he started explaining Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yoga, like that. So in 2nd shloka, if you remember, Arjuna asked one go, Yat Shreyasyan Nishchitam Brohitan Me Shishyasteham Shadimantam Prapannam. So Lord was explaining what is good for Arjuna. Okay. So now, what is Karma Yoga? We have to understand. Yoga is, the general meaning of yoga is to get connected to that Supreme Self, to that Paramasatta. And Karma Yoga is when we start going from Vyashti to Samashti. We start doing the work for Sarva Bhuta Hite Rataha, for everyone. Vyashti is individual self. Samashti is a group, a large number of group. So that is Samashti. So going from Vyashti to Samashti, having the feeling that Sarva Bhuta Hite Rataha, for everyone's welfare, that becomes Karma Yoga. So Arjuna, when he is telling in 2nd chapter, Karma Sannyasa, that I will beg and eat that. So he is thinking that is Sannyasa. So I will be begging, I will not fight. I don't want this. Arjuna is thinking, but that is not sannyasa. That's why Lord explaining in detail. Sannyasa is just not having the doer feeling. In 4th chapter, when at the end of the chapter, Lord started explaining the importance of jnana and everything about jnana. Let me tell you a few. Sarvang jnana plavenaiva vrijinam santarishyasi. Lord told you will cross over all sins by the boat of knowledge alone. Then again he said in 37th shloka, jnana agnis sarva karmani bhasmasat kurute tatha. The fire of knowledge reduces all these actions into the ashes. Then again he explained in another shloka, nai jnanena sadrisham pavitrameha vidyate. There is no purifier in this world like knowledge. Tasmadajnana sambhutam hitsam jnanasinatmanah chitvainam sansayam yogam atishthotishth Bharata. At the end of the chapter, Lord told, Tasmadajnana sambhutam hitsam jnanasinatmanah. Arjuna was very happy. He was thinking, yeah, Lord is telling what I want. He's telling about jnana, okay, you should renounce all the fruit of all action. You should renounce everything and you don't need to do it. He's thinking renunciation is just about not doing the karma. Arjuna is thinking that. Chile Arjuna, Vyasaji has taken all the possibilities what we can think. So Arjuna is just our representative there. He is just representing ourselves. So Arjuna was very happy. Wow, Lord started telling about Jnana, Sankhya, Yoga and all these things. So now I don't need to fight the war. What the twist is at the end of the 4th chapter, Lord told, Tasmat Ajnana Sambhutam Hitsam Jnanasinatmana, that was fine. Then in next line, when he told, Arjuna was like, got a shock. What? Lord told, Chittvainam Samshayam Yogam Atishthotishth Bharata. Lord told, with the sword of knowledge, this doubt present in your mind. And now, and because of the ignorance, it is concerning you. So practice this yoga, O Arjuna, and rise up. Uttishtha Bharata. Now Arjuna, suddenly, what has happened? He was telling about Jnana Yoga, Sannyasa and everything. Now he is telling Uttishtha Bharata, go and fight. Arjuna was thinking, no, I don't need to fight now. And now Lord is telling, go and fight. What? Arjuna got a shock. So at the end of the chapter, when Lord told these things, again Arjuna in the same confusion where he was in the 2nd chapter. Question is this, the similarity of the question we can see. 4 words also are similar in these questions. In 2nd chapter, 2nd shloka, he says, Yat Shreyasyan Nishchitam Bruhitanme. 2nd chapter, 7th shloka. Yat Shreyasyan Nishchitam Bruhitanme. And again, 5th chapter, 1st shloka, he is telling, let's see the shloka. Arjuna Uvacha Sanyasam Karmanam Krishna Punayogancha Shamsasi Yachreya Etayorekan Tanme Bruhi Sunishchitam. Yachreya Etayorekan Tanme Bruhi Sunishchitam. So Yachreya, there was also Yachreyasyan Nishchitam Bruhitanme. Here also Yachreya Etayorekan Tanme Bruhi Sunishchitam. Yachreya is one word. Then Bruhi. Then Tanme Bruhi. These 3. And then 4th, Sunishchitam. All these 4 words are also common in these both the questions. See the similarity. Again, Arjuna on the same state of mind, he is again having the same doubt. He thought Lord explained the Jnana Yoga, then the Karma Yoga, then the Sannyasa Yoga. Now he is telling again, Uttishto, go and fight. What is this? So now again he is telling Sannyasam Karmanam Krishna. He is asking, Arjuna said, O Krishna, you praise renunciation of actions and again Karma Yoga. Renunciation of karma, the karma sannyasa, and again the karma yoga. You are praising both. So what is good for me? Arjuna is also a pure devotee, you see. He is not telling you, tell me what I want. He is telling me, you tell me what is good for me. Yet shreyasyan nishchitam bruhitanme. You tell me the certain, that one which is better for me, better between these 2. Etayohu ekam bruhi yet sunishchitam. That is the question of Arjuna. Actually, what happens when, just imagine, when we go to one shop, shopkeeper is telling one price. Again and again, what we do, you tell me one price. From the beginning, he is telling one price only. But still we are telling you, tell me one price in which I can buy this. He's telling from the beginning, he's telling only one price, but still we are asking you, tell me one price, one price. What actually that is the situation? What is the situation here? We want shopkeeper to tell the price what we want. Same is the condition of Arjuna. Arjuna wants to listen the thing, and what he wants to listen, he wants Lord to speak that. That's why he is again and again telling, you tell me that one thing, you tell me that. From the beginning, Lord is telling the same thing, but still Arjuna asking the question. And repetition is a punarukti, is the dosha. That is considered as dosha, but that isn't if we write any essay or any other grantha. But when we are talking generally, and in Bhagavad-Gītā and in our Shastra, that is not the dosha, that is not as a fault. That is not considered, because the purpose of talking, the purpose of samvada is to convince someone, to tell them something. So we need to repeat something, we need to repeat one thing to convince them. That's why Lord again and again telling the same thing, but still it's not the dosha. It's not the fault here, because punarukti is need. Abhyasa is upakramopasamharo, abhyaso purvata, abhyasa, again and again repeating the thing. So these are the shat tatparya lingani. When we need to understand something, we need 6 points. Upakrama, upasamhara, abhyaso, apurvata, phalam, arthavadopapattischa, lingam, tatparya nirnaya. This is in our shastras. So Arjuna is again and again asking you, tell me one thing. Lord is thinking, I am telling you one thing only. Why you are asking this question to me? But Lord is explaining Gita, so that is for us. So he is considering Arjuna has made him, and he is telling the things for us, what we can ask, what we want to hear. Saints explained very beautifully. We are separating the Jnana Yoga, the Bhakti Yoga, the Karma Yoga. No, that is not the thing. Saint says, Hanumanji was Jnana Yogi from the beginning. Jnani Namagraganyam we say. So he is Jnana Yogi. When everyone was talking, they have to cross this ocean, a big ocean. So who will be going that side? Who can do that? Hanumanji was sitting quietly in a corner. He was even not thinking, he was not the part of that discussion he can do. He was not thinking at all. When Jamant went there, he asked him, Ka chup saadi rahe ho balwana? When he reminded him his powers, then immediately Hanumanji jumped from there and he crossed that ocean. That was the awakening of Karma Yoga. He was Jnana Yogi, now he became Karma Yogi. And when in Lanka, he met Vibhishana. He told him, I am living with the father, Lord Rama, and you are staying with the mother, Mata Sita. So when he met Vibhishana, when he met Sita ji, Sita is the Bhakti Swarupa in Ramayana. We give him upma. So when he met Vibhishana, he met one Bhakta, one devotee, he became Bhakti Yogi. That was the awakening point of Bhakti Yoga. So you don't need to just catch one path. All the paths can be for that destination. So in Bhagavad-Gītā, there is no importance given what we should do. Just the matter is, you should reach to the destination. Yogesha Krishna says, I don't bother. What you do, which path you choose, I don't care. If you have to reach Delhi, whether you go via flight, whether you go via train, whether you go you use bicycle or you go on foot, I don't care. I don't bother. Whatever the way you choose, whatever the path you choose, just the matter is you reached or not. So whether we are following Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, the matter is we reached or not. These days, we all started fighting for the ways. we should do worshipping, we should worship this or like this, how we should worship. No. We reach to the destination or not. There is no fighting for the gantavya, for the destination. People started fighting for the ways. Leave the ways now. So now Arjuna is having a doubt whether the Karma Yoga or the Jnana Yoga, which is better for me. So Lord is answering in the second shloka. Let's see. Śrī-Bhagavānuvaca Sannyāsah karma-yogascha nishshreyasakaravubhau tayostu karma sannyāsāt karma-yogo vishishyate. Now Lord said, both renunciation of actions and the karma yoga lead to the liberation. Sannyāsah karma-yogascha, both karma sannyasa and karma yoga, nishshreyasakaro ubhau, both lead to the liberation. Tayotu karma sannyasat, between these two also, karma sannyasat, from the renunciation of action, the karma yoga, yoga of action is vishishyate, is the superior. Now, why Lord is telling again the same question, the same doubt? Why he is telling the karma yoga is superior, not the karma sannyasa? Because we will take one example. If we have to cross one river, we are with our family. So, in my family or in anyone's family, if there are 6 or 10 people, they have to cross that river. And now, if someone asks, how would you prefer to go? You will swim or you will go with the boat, via boat. So what you will prefer? So in one family, 1 or 2 members know how to swim and everyone has to cross that river. What we will choose at that time, at that moment? We will be preferring that boat only, because everyone does not know. My grandmother, my grandfather, they may not swim. In this age, how they can? So Lord is answering here, taking the large number of people, considering everyone, what would be good for them, how they can cross this ocean of birth and death. Following, they will be swimming or they will follow the boat. What they will choose. Lord told, karma yoga vishishyate. Karma everyone can do, but still karma yoga is not that easy. Karma yoga is easier than the karma sannyasa, but not completely. It is so easy. Being karma yogi is also tough. If you want to become a karma yogi, we need 3 things. We need to leave, actually, we need to renounce the 3 things. Attachment of karma, attachment from the result, phalasakti tyaga, and the ahankar buddhi. We have to renounce that also. I did it, leaving the feeling. I'm not a doer. Feeling of doer, we have to renounce that also. Then we can become a karma yogi. So the karma yogi is also not easy. Lord is not talking here about the, just mind this, Lord is not talking here about the sannyas ashrama. Sannyas ashrama is wearing the bhagwa cloth and applying that tilak and all and performing such other duties. That is not, ashram sannyasa is not considered here. Lord is talking general karma sannyasa. Everyone can do that. For everyone, what is the karma sannyasa? So Lord is explaining not the ashrama sannyasa, but vrityantara. Vrityantara means the change of the feelings of mind. The vrittis, change of vrittis of mind, the instincts of mind. So change of that, change of those instincts, that is considered here as karma sannyasa. Now my mind has changed that I am not the doer. Previously, I used to think I have done this. This is my family. I am something. This is mine. That is mine. Everything. That was my feeling. Now, this feeling has changed. Now, no more I think that this is mine, that is mine, and I am the doer. No, I know Lord is the doer. I'm just nimitta matram bhava savyasachin. I'm just nimitta. I'm just the medium here. I'm just performing my role in this play, what is being assigned to me. So that is Vityantara. Now, in second shloka, as Lord explained, the karma yoga is better. Now he's telling why. Why karma yoga is better between these two. So let's see the third shloka. Geyasa nitya sannyasi yo nadveshti na kankshati nirdvandvo hi mahabaho sukham bandhat pramuchyate. He who neither hates nor desires to be understood as an ever-renowned self. He who is free from the pairs of opposites, the pap, punya, man, apman, sukh, dukh, hani, lakh, everything is easily released from the bondage of action. Why karma yoga is better? So Lord is telling, Geyasa nitya sannyasi. You consider one person, nitya sannyasi, who does not hate anyone, who does not desire anything from anyone. When I don't have the feeling of doer, there are only two things which makes us the worldly and the mortal. How we can become worldly? So when I feel I and mine, main and mera, I am something and this is mine. So these two, only these two, makes us the worldly object. We belong to this world. We does not belong to that supreme self. Leaving these two. मैं नहीं मेरा नहीं यहाँ तन किसी का है दिया जो भी अपने पास है वहाँ धन किसी का है दिया साधना की राह पर साधन किसी का है दिया मैं नहीं मेरा नहीं यहाँ सब किसी का है दिया. So getting this feeling is stronger and stronger and stronger. Everything is given by someone else. देने वाले ने दिया वह भी दिया किस शान से लेने वाला मेरा है यहाँ कह उठा अभिमान से. So who has given? The Lord has given us everything with a great proud. What we are doing? We started telling, this is mine. Lord has created this word. But there are two types of word. There are two types of srishti. There are two types of creation. Saints, Swami Param Pujya Swamiji Maharaj always say. Two types of creation. Word is, one is Ishwar Krita, created by the Lord. One is Jiva Krita, created by the human being, by ourselves. How? He has created this Prithvi. But what we are doing? We are doing the partition. This much area is mine, that is your area, that is your area. He has created only Prithvi. Okay. We started creating our Srishti. He has created only water. We started now, no, this bottle is mine, this water is mine, that bottle is yours. We started creating partition again. Jiva Krita. He created so many things. But what we do? This is mine, that is mine. That is not Ishwara Krita Srishti. He has given freedom. He has created and he forgot. What we are doing? We always remember. Even at the time of death, we remember everything. What will happen to my bungalow? What will happen to my car? What will happen to my family? I'm dying. At the moment of dying also, we are not remembering the Lord. We are remembering such these immortal objects. So that is not karma yogi. To become that Geya San Nitya Sannyasi Yonadve, who does not hate anyone, who does not require anything from anyone. That happens when we are freed from the pair of opposites. When we renounce the feeling, I am the doer. When we renounce this feeling, then Geya San Nitya Sannyasi, who has renounced this feeling, they will not be desiring anything from anyone. They will not be hating anyone because they see all the world as divine, created by the Lord. They no more hate anyone. Nitya Sannyasi, they are considered as Nitya Sannyasi, ever sannyasi, ever renouncer. And Nirdvandvo hi Mahabaho, who's free from all the pairs of opposite. Mahabaho means great arms, great armed person. Mahabaho, Sukham Bandhat Pramod, very easily they are released from bandhat. Bandha is this world. They are easily freed from this bandha, from this world. They are released from this bondage of action. When they start, see the process. First, we have to renounce the feeling of doer. Then we will be freed from pairs of opposites. We will not be hitting anyone. We will not be desiring anyone. And the next stage is we will be considered as ever sannyasins, ever renounceers. Third. So having that feeling, Lord told in second shloka, both karma yoga and jnana yoga lead to the liberation. Now he is explaining again. In third shloka he explained, Geya San Nitya Sannyasi, who is Nitya Sannyasi, having these feelings, the karma yogi. Now in fourth shloka again he is explaining what he told in second shloka. Both karma yoga and jnana yoga lead to the same liberation. Now he is explaining why. Actually, the karma yoga and karma sannyasa both are same. He is going to tell in further verses, next verses. Let's see how both lead to the liberation only. We will see in fourth shloka. Sankhya yogau prathak bala pravadanti na pandita ekamapyasthita samyag ubhayor vindate phalam. Sankhya yoga prathak bala. Lord is telling both are same. Now I would be I will be separating both. I want to call both are different. So Lord is telling, okay, you have freedom to call it. But if you call it separate, if you call it these both are different, so you are balaha. You are a child. You are still a child. You have to understand this. Sankhya yoga prathak balaha pravadanti na panditaha. Pravadanti means telling. Sankhya means that jnana yoga, that karma sannyasa. So Sankhya, the knowledge, and the yoga of action, performance of actions. Prathak balah, prathak means they are both are different. Who tells? Who says like this? Pravadanti balaha na panditaha. The child, this is a childish thing. The children speak like that, not the wise person. Ekamapyasthitah samyak ubhayor vindate phalam. How great Lord is explaining. Ekam api asthitah samyak. If you are firmly set in one, even in karma sannyasa or karma yoga, you will attain the fruit of both. Liberation is the fruit of both. If you are set in karma yoga or karma sannyasa, if you are jnana yogi or you are karma yogi, you will get the fruit of both. So no need to separate this. If we are separating, we should understand we are still bala, not the pandita. Both are same. Fifth shloka, the same thing is explained. Yat sankhyav prapyate sthanam tad yogairapi gamyate ekam sankhyan cha yogam cha yah pashyati sa pashyati Yat sankhyaih prapyate sthanam tad yogairapi gamyate. Yat sankhyaih, the state which, yat means which is attained, which is reached by the Sankhyas, which is attained by the Sankhyas, the place, sthanam, which place is attained by the Sankhya, that only, tad yogai api, that only is attained gamyate, that is only attained by the yogis also. Ekam sankhyan cha yogam cha. Now he clearly told, okay, no confusion there, just another. Ekam sankhya, sankhya and yoga, who sees both these as one, they only see. They are only seeing the actual thing. Yat sankhya jnananishthai sannyasibhi prapyate sthanam, which sthanam mokshakhyam sthanam. Tad yogairapi jnana prapnupayatvena ishvare samarpya karmani atmana phalam anabhisandhaya anutishtanti ye te yogaha yoginah, who's just surrendering all the karmas into the feet of Lord. They are karma yogis. They also attain that paramatha only. They also attain that moksha only. Ataha, therefore, ekam sankhyam cha yogam cha pashyati phalaikatvat means phala is fruit is one and both are same. Saha eva samyak pashyati, it is in Shankara Bhashya. They only see the correct, they only see the actual how it is, not separating both. Now, we should have detachment for sannyasa, and also we need this for making karma as karma yoga. There is one thing we need for karma sannyasa also and karma yoga also. Without following the karma yoga, we cannot do the karma sannyasa. Let's see the 6th shloka. Sannyasastu mahabaho dukkhamaptumayogataha yoga yukto munir brahma nachirena adhigacchati. I'm going little faster because we have to cover many shlokas. Just 2 sessions, we have to complete the chapter. I'm going a bit faster and just try to catch it. Sannyasastu mahabaho dukkham aptumayogataha. Lord is telling a great arm, Mahabaho, Arjuna, renunciation is hard to attain without karma yoga. Sannyasaha tu Mahabaho, dukkham aptum ayogataha. Without the yoga, getting that sannyasaha is dukkham. That is kleshakara. That is tough. That is hard. Without the karma yoga, getting that sannyasa. Because you first have to perform karma yoga. You cannot just directly renounce that. That is easier to do the work for everyone's welfare. Sarva bhuta hite rataha. I will be doing the work for everyone's welfare. But renouncing the feel of doer, I'm not the doer, I'm renouncing all the fruits, I will renounce all the action. That is not easy. I can have this state of mind that I am doing the work for everyone's welfare. That is also tough, being steady on that. But just renouncing that feel, that is tough. So Lord is telling, without the renunciation, without the karma yoga, it is tough to get that renunciation, to become that sannyasin. Yoga yuktaha, who's having that yoga, connection from the Lord, connection from that Supreme Self. Yoga yuktaha munihi brahma. Munihi means who does the manana. Manana means, manana is actually very, very important on the sadhana path, on the spiritual path. Because without the manana, we cannot go for long on that path. That is tough. That is very tough. Someone told me I should do the worshipping of Lord. Okay, I started doing the worshipping of Lord. Now what happens if I don't know why I should worship? why I should apply this tilak, why I should say Jai Shri Krishna, why I should perform these actions. Until I know that, I would not be going long path for longer time. Everything is happening, the conversion and so many things are happening. That is because we are not firm on our Krishna. We don't know what are our roots. We are not steady on this. We have not done the manana. Manana means with the logics convincing ourselves for something. So whatever we do, we should do the manana. We should have all the logics. Why I am doing this? Find everywhere. Go meet the saints. Ask them the questions. Find your questions answer. Manana. Being firm on your beliefs, on your thoughts. That is manana. So manana is Muni means who does the manana. Muni non tapasya. No. A person can also be Muni if he does the manana. Manana is very much important. So yoga yukto munihi brahmana chirenadhikachati. Yoga yukta, who is connected with that yoga yukta, and who is doing the mananshi, who is doing the manana, who is convincing themselves with the logics, who is having the logic for everything, they will be very soon getting that Brahma. Achirena digachati, because I'm convinced. Achirena digachati, when we start thinking Sankhya and Yoga both are same, and without the Karma Yoga, we cannot attain the Sannyasa. And when we are firm with this Karma Yoga, we shall attain that Brahman very soon. Attaining that Brahman, we are not actually getting something as someone gave me phone. I got my phone. Brahman is not something like that. Brahman is our Swarupa only. We are only that Brahman. Aham Brahmasmi, we say. But how to renounce that Aham? Aham is there also, the Aham is there. How to renounce that? Do this service of Lord. Do the service of others. Start performing the actions for others. Aham slowly goes away. With the love that goes, how much love you have for the Lord, how much you renounce all the actions, how much you surrender all the actions, all the fruits in the feet of Lord. Aham goes from that point. So Yoga Yukta Muni Brahmacharya very soon gets the Brahman. That's why the best is to become a karma yogi and then attain the knowledge. In our Shastras, the sequence is, the hierarchy is, first you should perform the karma, then with the karma, you chitta shuddhi. For the chitta shuddhi, you perform karma. We will be doing the karma with the feeling of, okay, I am surrendering all my karmas, sarva karmani manasa sanyastaste sukham vashi. So all the karmas surrendering into feet of the Lord. And with that karma, chitta shuddhi, purification of mind. And after purification of mind, we get that Brahman. We attain ourself, our real self, what actually I am. That's why our Sarupa is Satchidananda Rupa. We are Ananda Sarupa. So we are not getting that Brahman. How we can see how much difference we have created, a long difference from ourselves. How many vikaras we are collecting, how many objects we are enjoying every day. Someone said we are having 16,000 thoughts in a day. So how many things are getting, we are going away, we are going far away from ourselves. So a long distance we have created now, slowly, with the reading Bhagavad-Gītā, doing service of others, surrendering all the karmas into the feet of Lord. With these actions, we are recovering that distance, we are decreasing that distance. And how much we go closer to our Swarupa, our form, our real self, that is Ananda Swarupa. We start being happy, we start remain happy always. So there is a logic. Many of us have experienced this. I am very happy now. I don't get stressed. I start being happy all the time. I am happy. So why that? Because we are near to that Swarupa. We are going near, we are decreasing that distance. Ananda Swarupa. We start being happy. If we go near to the light, we will be shining. So wherever we are, we will be having that effect. So we are near to the Ananda, so we'll be having that effect also. We start being happy always. So that is Yoga Yukto Vishuddhatma, Vijitatma Vishuddhatma, Yoga Yukta. In 7th shloka, Lord says, Yoga Yukto Vishuddhatma, Vijitatma Jitendriyaha, Sarva Bhutatma Bhutatma, Kurvannapi na lipyate, Yoga Yukto Vishuddhatma. There is one story, then we will see the meaning of this. We all know that story, the rabbit and the turtle. What happens? The rabbit is going with the great speed. But he thought, we all know this story, he thought turtle, very slow person. He will be coming slowly, slowly. I will rest for a while, then I will go. I have to win. He started resting there. He slept. Now turtle very slowly, one step, and he won. So what happens? Rabbit is Jnana Yogi. Turtle is Karma Yogi. Leaving karma, if a Jnana Yogi, like a rabbit, he is walking, but he left the karma. He is not performing the karma now. So he will not reach that faster as Karma Yogi will. Karma Yogi is walking slowly. Jnana Yogi can reach there very fast, but he left the karma. So without the karma, Jnana Yogi can also not win. Jnana Yogi can also not attain that. He also needs that Karma Yoga. So Karma Yogi will win. So we are Karma Yogis. Anyone can be Jnana Yogi also. That is not the matter. But a large number of people is Karma Yogi. That's why Lord is telling Karma Yoga is better. Okay. So in 7th shloka, Lord is telling Yoga Yukto Vishuddhatma, Vijitatma Jitendriyaha, Sarva Bhutatma Bhutatma, Kurvannapi na lipyate. He who is devoted to the path of action, Yoga Yuktaha, having that yoga all the time. Yukta means all the time he is connected with that yoga. And yoga means connection with the Lord. So he was always devoted to the path of action. Vishuddhatma, whose mind is pure, completely pure. Vishuddhatma. Vijitatma, who has won over the self. I have won. Who has cornered the self. So, Vijitatma, Jitendriyaha, who has control over the senses. Vijitatma, I have won over myself, my body. If I have to sit for 2 hours straight, I will be sitting. If I have to listen the Vachana, I will be listening the interpretation. I don't have any control. I am listening and I will be sleeping. There is no problem actually. Just I'm telling. No control over myself. I can't stand for 2 hours. I cannot live without the air conditioner or without the fan. No, I have control over myself. All my senses and all over my body, I have. So Jitendriya, Sarva Bhutatma Bhutatma, Sarva Bhutatma Bhutatma. One who realizes his self as the self in all beings. He started saying, who I am. Everyone is that Brahman only. Everyone is that supreme reality only. So he is seeing his self in all the beings. That person who is having these qualities, kurvannapi na lipyate. Who is performing that person is performing all the actions, but even he is doing that, kurvannapi. He is doing that. He is performing the actions Even while performing all the action, he does not get tainted. He does not become tainted. He is not being lipyate. He is not tainted anymore. So, kurvanna pinna lipyate. And after getting this situation, what happens? Kurvanna pinna lipyate. After having these actions, let's see the 8th shloka. What is Lord is going to say in 8th shloka? Tell us. When he becomes asanga, kurvanna pinna lipyate asangi, then he does not need to get the fruit of his karma now. When that state he has already achieved, now what will be happening? Naiva kinchit karomiti yukto manyeta tattvavet pashyan shinvan sprishan jigran nashnan gachan swapan shvasan pralapan visrujan grinnan unmishan nimishan napi indriyani indriyartheshu vartantaiti dharayan. These both the shlokas are considered the toughest shloka of Bhagavad Gita. So if we have learned this, that will be achievement for us. For learning this, we also struggled a lot. If you have learned this easily, so claps for you. So toughest shlokas, one of the toughest shlokas of Bhagavad Gita. Naiva kinchit karomiti no yukto manyeta tattvavet pashyan shinvan sprishan jigran nashnan gachan swapanchasan. All the actions Lord is explaining here. What he is telling, naiva kinchit yukto manyeta tattvavet. So what? Remaining absorbed in the self, who has realized ourselves, I am not the doer, I am seeing myself in everyone, I am seeing that self only in all the beings. So remaining absorbed in the self, the knower of reality. He now know the reality, what is here, should think, what he should have the feelings now. I certainly do not do anything. Naiva kinchit karomi. I never do anything. I don't do anything at all. Naiva kinchit karomi. Na eva kinchit karomi. Karomi means I am talking about myself. Yukto manyeta tattvavet. Even while seeing, Pashyan, while seeing, Sprishan, Pashyan, Shrinvan, while hearing, Sprishan, touching, Jigran, smelling, Ashnan, eating, Gachan, while going, Swapan, while sleeping, Shwasan, when he is breathing, Pralapan, when speaking, Visrajan, letting go, something is, you are discharging something. So Visrajan, Grinnan, you are seizing, Unmishan, opening the eyes, Nimishan, closing the eyes. Unmishan, Nimishan, Napi, Indriyani, Indriyartheshu Vartanta iti dharan. While performing all these actions, what he thinks? All the senses amongst the sense objects are moving. They are being convinced, Dharayan, they are being convinced by the sense objects, all the senses. So, Guna Guneshu Vartante iti matvana sajjate. The same concept here. All the senses are just dwelling in the sense objects, are just moving towards the sense objects. Indriyani, Indriyarthe, Artha means the object, and Indriya means the sense. So senses, Indriyani, Indriyartheshu amongst the sense objects, Vartante, move. They stay there only. Vartanta iti dhara. I am not the doer. My hand is performing something, hand is moving towards the object. My eyes are going, my ears are going. I am not the doer. I am not the affected one. I am not convinced with that. That is the feeling. So in 6th, 7th shloka, Lord explained the Karma Yogi, how he can be untainted. Now in 8th and 9th shloka, the Sankhya Yogis, how they remain untainted. And now in 10th shloka, Lord is telling about Bhakti Yogi, how they should not lipyate. Brahmanyadhaya karmani sangam tyaktva karoti yaha lipyate na sapapena padmapatramivambhasa. He who acts without attachment, reposing all the actions on Brahman, surrendering Brahmani adhaya karmani, Brahmani adhaya. taking the base of Brahman, all the karma, sangam tyaktva, without the attachment, leaving there, renouncing that attachment. Karoti yaha, who does? Lipyate na sapapena. They are not polluted by the sin. Padma patramivambasa. How? Lord has given a beautiful drishtanta here. Padma patramivambasa. Padma means the kamal. Patra means the leaf. So padma patram iva ambasa. So here Lord is telling how the lotus leaf is not polluted by the water, is not attached with the water for thousands years, hundreds of years, many years. That leaf will be in the water, but unattached. If you even put that water, that will be flowing. No attachment. That will not, even it is staying, that is not attached with that leaf. You can feel that is very separate. This is Bhakti Yogi. Performing every action, performing everything, but surrendering all the karmas and all the fruits into the feet of Lord. Brahmanyadaya karmani sangam tyaktva karoti lipyatena sabapena padma. Everything I am doing, but I am not the two. I am in this world, but guna guneshu vartante, indriyani indriyartheshu, having this feeling. All the sense objects are with the, all the senses are with the sense objects, and all the gunas are vartante. Guna guneshu vartante, guna are with the gunas. I am not performing anything. I am not the doer. Whatever is happening, that is just fate. That is because of my karma. I am not the doer. Whatever I am doing for the Lord. And after completing that, after doing that, I am just surrendering that into the feet of Lord. So let's see. And now, how Karma Yogis perform the action in 11th shloka, Lord is telling. Kayena manasa mudhya kevalairindrayairapi yoginah karma kurvanti sangam tyaktva atmashuddhe. How Karma Yogins do the karma? Kayena manasa buddhya kevalaihi indriyaihi api yoginah karma kurvanti. Having given up attachment, no attachment now. The man of yoga, the Karma Yogi, perform all the actions just with the body, kayena, body, manasa, from the mind, buddhya, from the intellect, with the intellect, and also with the sense organs. Kevalaihi indriyaihi api. Indriyaihi api. Kayena manasa buddhya indriyairapi. Yoginah karma kurvanti kevalaihi atmashuddhai. With the mind, with the intellect, with the body, with the sense organs, he is performing the actions just for the purification of the self. Now, Karma Yogis start feeling, Karma Yogin's feeling is, I am performing the karma just for my purification of mind. Even we are performing the karma these days, we always have some agenda for that. We have some purpose why I am doing that. Any anushtana, any homa, or anything, any karma we are performing, I always have some wish whenever we are performing. So how that will clarify our mind? Do the karma and just renounce the fruit and just surrender into the feet of the Lord. Shri Krishna Arpanamastu. Do something for Lord. Then that becomes for purification of mind. I perform the karma, but that is for my family, my welfare, again and again for my. We always do that. So, for the purification of our chitta shuddhyartham, kayena manasa buddhya kevalayindya yoginah karma kurvanti sangam tyaktva, only atma shuddhaye. Now let's see the 12th shloka. Yuktah karma phalam tyaktva shantimapnoti naishtikim ayuktah kamakarena phale sakto nibadhyate. A yogin renouncing the fruit of his actions. Yuktah. Karma phalam tyaktva. Yuktah means a yogi. Karma phalam tyaktva, renouncing the fruit of action. Shantimapnoti naishtikim. Attains the lasting peace, long lasting. See, for the makeup we say So for the long-lasting peace he attains. Ayuktah kamakarena phale sakto nibadhyate. Ayuktah, but the unsteady man who is not yogi, kamakarena, who is not karma yogi, that person does the karma attached to the fruit of action. Kamaka phale sakto nibadhyate, attached to the fruit of action, is bounded by his action, born of desire. Why we do the karma? Because we are left with the karma vasana. Vasana means desire. I desire, I do the karma. I do the karma, that's why I again have desire. Because of desire, I again perform the karma. And again performing the karma, I again have desire. Karma, vasana, then with that vasana only karma. From that karma, again vasana. From that vasana, again karma. That is the karma cycle, again and again. We are not freed. When will this be happening? When will we be leaving this? When we start performing from the karma, I will not be having that vasana. Because I have just surrendered this karma into the feet of Lord. Now, this karma is no more mine. No desire, no vasana now. So, just thinking, whatever we do, I am doing for the Lord. I am in the service of Lord, and renouncing the feeling of doer. Next session, Lord will be explaining about the Jnana yogis a little more, and then he will be explaining the concept of Jivan Mukta. That is going to be a bit new for us. How the Jivan Mukta is and how you can become that and all these things, and how we do the karma. What is the role of Lord there? All these things Lord will be explaining not in next session, in further shlokas. We will be seeing that in next session. Just do 2 minutes Sankirtana for a while. Sit straight, sit calm. And then further shlokas we will be seeing in the next session. Hari Sharanam, 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 Hari Sharanam. Gopala Krishna Bhagavan ki Jai. Jai Shri Krishna. Meenakshi ji, yeah, please unmute.
Jai Shri Krishna Di. We got caught in this vicious cycle of karma, vasana, like you explained. And like you said, it is so simple to just give up the karma, just offer the karma to lotus feet of Shri Krishna. But then being simple is so difficult. We are so looking forward to the next session. Also, Rupal Didi, very, very well explained. When you speak, we feel like going on and on listening to you, especially when you sing. And we love your session. I guess if anybody has a doubt, please raise your hand if you have to ask any question. And please start your video so that we can unmute you. In the meantime, I must remind everybody till we wait for somebody to raise their hand. I just need to remind everybody about the Ram Pratishtha app that is so important, and that we have as a parivar, as this family, the oath that our Guruji has taken. So let's be a part of this divine journey to offer Hanuman Chalisa to the feet of Lord Rama when he is brought to his Janmabhoomi in Ayodhya. So let's be part of it. I see Dr. Ashu Bhaiya joining us, and I guess if anybody has question, I'm sure now more people will want to ask questions. So Didi, you gave such a beautiful explanation to this complicated chapter. Like this month of Jyeshtha, we don't know whether it is warm or cold. So we don't know whether we have to do our karma without desire or with desire. So
Jai Shri
Ashu
Krishna.
Bhaiya is with us. Jai Shri Krishna, Ashu Bhaiya. So lovely to see you. I thought you'll be busy with the Geeta Sevi program, and we have been watching your 18th Adhyay now here. So I can see that you are everywhere, like our Lord Krishna himself, the representative of Lord Krishna. We saw you for 18th Adhyay, 2 hours non-stop, then the Geeta Sevi, and you're right here with us. We are so blessed that you're here and on with this difficult chapter, chapter 5. So
Yeah, if anyone is having any question, they can directly ask and switch on your videos.
Rupal Didi, you explained it so well that we are still reeling up again in that effect of yours, the way you made it simple actually, by saying that so simple. It is so simple, just offer the karma to his lotus feet and then just forget about it. So I guess we are all reeling under that effect, and it will take a little time for us to come up with any question. Maybe next session when you come to us, maybe there'll be more questions there, right? And but yeah, in
This
case
time,
there's no question.
a Geeta Sevi session is going on. Everyone can join that.
Yes, yes, exactly. So Ram Pratishtha, very important. Geeta Sevi, let's offer our seva to this parivar, which is giving so much to us. The peace that is coming in our life, the learning that is coming in our life. So let us offer our seva to this parivar. This is our family. Let's offer our prayer, offer our seva to this family. I guess Didi will move towards the completion. But first, I'll take this opportunity to thank our tech team. Thank you, Rupal Didi. First of all, thank you so much. I know I have not even introduced you half of what I should have, but next time I'll do rest of the introduction. I'll thank the tech team, Gopal Bhaiya, Suresh Bhaiya, and others behind the scene who have made this session possible without any hitch. For prayers, opening prayers, and for the lighting of the lamp, I thank the Didis. Now I'm going to invite Lakshmi Didi for the Samapan Pratna, for the closing prayer. Lakshmi Didi is from Jharkhand, and she's part of Geeta Parivar since January of 2023. She's offering her seva as a tech right now, and loves learning is what she says about herself. So welcome Lakshmi Didi for the closing prayer. Didi, please unmute yourself.
Yeah, please unmute.
Jai Shri Krishna. Jai Shri Krishna. Yogesham Satchidanandam Vasudevam Brajapriyam Dharma Samsthapakam Veeram Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Shri Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Jai Shri Krishna.
Thank you, Didi. Thank you so much for offering this entire session to the lotus feet of Lord Shri Krishna. Before we end, I thank all the sadhaks who sat through, like Didi said, having that sort of dedication to sit through the session and being here with us. Before we leave, we are going to play the Hanuman Chalisa. So please stay with us. Welcome back next week for the rest of the shlokas of this beautiful chapter, Adhyay 5th.
Meenakshi ji, we are not playing Hanuman Chalisa because there is a CV session. We
So
request everyone to join that. Yeah.
Yes. Dear sadhaks, please go and join the Geeta Sevi session and be part of that session too. Trust me, there are so many departments that are working to make this a grand success. You know, all of us sitting in the comfort of our home and learning this divine scripture. So let's become a Sevi. Let's join that session too. And Jai Shri Krishna, have a blissful week ahead. Have a beautiful life. Stay blessed. Stay in bliss. Jai Shri Krishna.
CV session link is also in your WhatsApp groups. You can directly go and join that.